Just describe, for those that wouldn't know, why is grass so well suited for your game?
Well, I like it a lot. First time I came on the grass court, I was about 14 or 15 years old when I started. When I just got in the court, I remember with my father, I think we were somewhere in America. I was like, Dad, just hit a few balls with me. And then ever since then, I saw how low the ball stays and just the finesse of the game that you need to have, and also allow you to be a bit more creative. And I like that, especially when you get out there. There's a lot of, I mean, there's obviously a lot of set plays that you can do, but there's so much you can in a way experiment. But yeah, just every time I came to England, obviously to play the juniors and all that, I always felt very comfortable. I thought I was moving well on it, and yeah, ever since then it's been like, wow, I like the grass a lot. And I think every year you try to improve a little bit more, try to remember what you have done the year before that was right, and what kind of exercise you did in the fitness, just to make sure the body is stable enough and ready to perform.
And that transition from clay to grass can be quite tricky, but you've said you find it easy. Do you do anything?
Very easy. Like it's actually, I think this is probably one of the easiest things for me. When we were starting to work with my fitness guy, every time we're switching surfaces, the first thing he said, the first hit when we get out on the grass, he's like, I don't understand, Grigo. I just don't understand. I was like, well, I just feel very comfortable. Like the ball just sits on my racket, and it's even I feel, I was like, well, that's that feeling of feeling it sort of at home, you know. And yeah, because it's actually, after that, it's pretty easy. You just need to make sure that you know how you're gonna treat your body, what kind of muscles you can work on, so the next day you're not too sore. Usually it takes 2-3 days for the body to adapt, and then you have to start moving on the grass a little bit, so you don't overdo it at first or potentially get injured. So there's just so many like little things that you need to do, but I've been on tour for so long that I know exactly what to do, and it saves a lot of time.
And just briefly describe your season so far and where this tournament sits within that.
I think overall the year has been good. I think I could have done better on the clay courts. I definitely let down myself, I think, on the clay courts. I was playing well. The problem is that I was playing well, and I couldn't just turn around certain matches, and I wasn't able to convert a lot of opportunities that I had. I had quite a few match points actually on a few occasions leading up a set. So this is something that has been weighing me down a little bit, but I'm pretty, I shook it off, and as soon as I knew that the grass is around the corner, I started to be a little bit more positive. My work ethics were back to where they were, and I think the whole team around me right now, we're working towards the same goal, and that is to perform the best way that we can on the grass. And I think the best thing you can do is like make sure you give 100% from yourself every day, on and off the court. Give yourself the best shot out there and see how it goes. How the cards will unfold after that, it's entirely up to the fate after.
And just what would it mean to you to be able to win here again?
To me, any win on a grass court counts a lot, even if it's just the first round, second round, anything like that. So winning any tournament on grass, and especially this one or Wimbledon or anything else that I might be playing, it's like a little success for me. And I think you should be able to count those things and appreciate it every time. Not only that you're going to win a match on a grass or any other surface, to appreciate. So because those little wins, those little triumphs for you are really, building you up and build your confidence, and then you start seeing things differently, and in the same time you appreciate it more.
And players that have won here have gone on to win Wimbledon. What's your thoughts on that? Is it a good indicator, or?
I think so. I agree with that, but it's never a guarantee. That's just how it is. But for sure, once you start finding this good rhythm on the grass court, it stays with you though. That's the case. I remember when I won the tournament here, the following week I almost didn't practice before Wimbledon. I was practicing maybe an hour a day, not even, and that's all I did. And just because I had nothing else to practice on. I mean, for sure there's a lot of things to practice on, but I felt so good that I didn't even want to change anything in my game or my movement on the court. And match by match, you get into that good rhythm, and it stays in your head. And I think also one of the trickiest parts is to have that mentality throughout the time. You need to have it for at least 4 weeks, so it's not as easy.